So this is my video for project 3. So as you can see here, got a whole bunch of code to go over. This is all the main function. This has to do with the menu and processing user input and all that. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. It's too much to go over in such a short video. So basically, let's just go over to this other file where I've defined this claim graph. Again, this is some user input. This first function returns a claim graph based on user input. So in this program, I'm actually not using that function. I decided to just load it from a JSON file, so I didn't have to type it in every time. It got really old during testing to have to type that every time. So anyway, here's the claim graph. You can see all the fields are there. We have this request function. Basically, we're checking against, to make sure that there's enough resource. We're checking to make sure that the process isn't requesting more than what it originally promised. We're updating the allocated resources as well as the available resources. So, and then we do this safe check here, and that is going to be the logic for the. That's going to be the logic for the banker's algorithm in the safe function there. And then we're rolling back if it fails that check, or just returning true if everything's safe, right? And we're just rolling back by calling the release function at this point, because the release function does everything that it needs to do to roll everything back. So, and then we just have this function in here to check whether there's a deadlock. Banker's algorithm there, and then I'm just going to get into running the program, because let me make sure we get a fresh compile on it, but we got to cover a lot of data entry here, so I'm going to make sure I got plenty of time to go over that. So if I come here to the request, these are the data inputs that I want to do, so I'm just going to start going. We're going to request 011, granted, request 111, granted, request 311, again granted, another request 203, granted. Okay, let's test releasing. So we're going to go 2, and then we're going to go 011. And that's going to release. So you see that resource 1 went from 0 to 1 there. So that worked. Again, let's go back to making requests, see if we can get a deadlock here. 003, granted. Another request, 102, granted. Another request, 012. You should see this one should fail because we don't have enough. So request denied. And then this last one, this should result in a deadlock. So we're going to request the last there, and it's deadlocked and it exits. And so I'm going to go back here to my code, and I'm going to show you why I wasn't able to get the banker's algorithm working. I honestly just ran out of time here. So I had that commented out. If I actually run this like that, I think it's going to try to overflow when it does this calculation, actually this line right here, and it's because, well, I'm updating this max here in this function too, so I had these other lines that needed to be uncommented. So I think it has to do with that, but if I do requests like this, okay, well, did that actually recompile? Let's just check this one more time. Okay, there we go. That's, yeah, exactly, and it is on line 178, so right there. And so there's obviously a logical error. I just ran out of time. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing wrong. I implemented the banker's algorithm to the best of my ability, but I'm obviously missing something with updating that max. So I'm just going to turn in what I have and hope for the best. So thanks.